seen his documentary entitled Future by Design, dedicated to his life, work, and philosophy. He's also featured in the film Zeitgeist Addendum and Zeitgeist Moving Forward, whose director you're going to see shortly as well. And his work and his direction for the future are also featured in a brand new documentary called Paradise or Oblivion, coming in March. But today I have the honor, the delight, and the joy to present to you Jacque, who is going to share with us his vision about the resource-based economy. Enjoy.
Today we live in most troubled times. All the nations of the world seem to be undergoing some degree of change. And in order to avoid the problems that we have had for years, unemployment, military conflict, territorial disputes, the only way to resolve those problems appears to be based upon a return to a set of values that will enable us to survive. And in order to do that, I believe we have to declare all the Earth's resources as the common heritage of all the world's people, and to outgrow the monetary system, to make things available to people. All of the necessities of life must be made available. If we fail to do that, there will be territorial disputes continuously. If few nations control most of the world's resources, you're going to have territorial disputes. The problem is, can we build a sustainable world without the necessity of armies, navies, prisons, police? I believe actually if people have access to the necessities of life, meaning a relevant education, a decent home life, healthy foods available, and clean air and clean water and clean technology, those are the necessary ingredients to make it possible for global sustainability. If we fail to do that, I think we'll have a continuation of the same problems we've had for centuries. War, depression, recession, boom. We have to agree upon a set of values that will take care of everyone without any dominant group. Even the wealthiest people today would live better in a resource-based economy. We do not have enough money to house, build hospitals, take care of most human problems. But we do have more than enough resources, and that is why we emphasize a resource-based global economy. That if people have access, free access to the necessities of life, crime would almost diminish to zero. In other words, instead of designing things to wear out and break down, to promote more people purchasing things, keeping the old system alive, we have to evolve to a newer system that is free of the conditions that produce aberrant behavior. We also have to evolve a language that's not subject to interpretation. Because when you speak to people today, they hear what you say, but it goes into their heads and comes out in relation to their background. So we need a more precise system, perhaps a system used by engineers in conversation. When engineers talk to each other, it's not subject to interpretation. When chemists talk to each other, it's not subject to interpretation. And we will become problem solvers. All people will become creative, because we now know what it is that enables a person to become imaginative and creative. This is not inherited, it's learned. And we now have the methods for helping people to become broader in their viewpoint and brought up to expect change. There are no fixed systems in the future. All systems undergo continuous modification. This includes language, social customs, the design of cities, and our social systems must be updated to fit the circumstances of the environment and resources. If we design our cities to meet human needs, you don't have most of the problems that are prevalent today. In the Central Dome, you have childcare, schools, dental care, medical care. We work out one